Yeah.
Can I hear you play those 2 pages?
With the
Main thing
piano?
is to make it, if you sound easy in the fast part, that means you have the right length of bow, the right part of bow, and the right bow stroke. Did you understand that? When you have an easy sound and you look easy and it's easy to play, that's mean you're doing something right. But if you're struggling with the tempo, you have to adjust somewhere. I already gave you the hint. There needs to be spaces in between notes when you play fast. The notes are actually shorter than the note that is written. But don't rush because the notes are so fast and there's bigger spaces. What happens? You tend to want to rush one note into the other note. There needs to be a very short note but a longer space. Do you understand? Okay, so now when you play, you messed up at the same place, the same issue area. That means that you haven't gotten to that place and perfected it. Look, when you play on the bottom of the page, you have to what? Focus more and more alert when you're there. You have to what? Prepare. You're like, oh, this is the part where I always mess up. In your brain, you're like, ready? Get ready. You know? Don't get where you're sleeping and then you make the same mistake over again. Sleeping. Remember I told you to reboot your brain? When you get to a point where there's no rest, what do you need to do? Rest at the easy part. No, don't play with the piano. Just listen, whatever the tempo piano, now play with the B. I don't want you to play with piano over and over again. You got to know the tempo before you play with the piano. Do you understand? You cannot let the piano dictate. You got to know it. Remember to what? Let it what? Rebound, right? If you don't rebound and you relax and your finger is still on the string, what happens? You double note. So don't lift up purpose too heavy, right? You gotta what? Rebound. Okay? Fix that measure. Da, 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 ba, 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 ba. Equal. Can you put the camera down a little bit? You're on top of where the bridge is. I can't really see any of your fingers. There you go. You got to play in time. Sometimes you're a little bit rushy in some notes, like that part. You just want blah, blah, blah. It's just like really messy. It needs to be very clean when you play. Look, you want to know it has a really clean sound, but it's in time, and it seems like time has slowed down. It's sluggish because you're playing the right. Everything is right, and everything is right. Everything is very easy when it's flat. See how it's like, I don't, like, look how much bow I have. The sound itself is very clean in between the notes. The note itself is ringing, and I don't look like I'm stressing out. Shorter bow, shorter bows. Did that help? Shorter bows. Right amount of bow. Part of bow. Try it in different parts of your bow. Try it in the middle of the bow. Try it at the upper middle part of bow. Find the spot on your bow that has the perfect sound. Each bow is different. Each bow has different weights, different parts where it weighs different. Sometimes some bows are heavier here. You know what I mean? They drop more. Okay? So let's play with the piano. Make sure it's clean. Don't wobble, okay? It needs to be very spiccato-y sound. Middle part of the bow to upper middle, but not at the tip. We're forgetting to stop it between triplets, or not triplets, but 2/6 notes follow an eighth note. Da da da, da da da, da da da, da da da. Shorten the last note. Why? Because I'm preparing you to play even faster, and faster you cannot play legato. You have to shorten some notes. Which note you shorten? The last note of every triplet. Good job on being precise. It sounded very good. That last part, you fixed it. But now, there needs to be dynamics. Dynamic wise, you see there's not much. There's just forte. You see an F forte. That's it, right? It's kind of boring. You don't want to sound like a MIDI computer sound where there's like no fluctuation. You need to what? Have peaks and valleys in your phrasing. There is what? There is a peak there and a valley. Did you hear it? Not. It just sounds all the same to me. I want to hear difference, okay? So make sure that those beginning notes are very stoppy. Remember the Russian dance? Even my head is jerking like that, okay? Jerk, jerk. Okay, your turn. Do it. Phrasing. Yeah. Good job. I can hear it now. I can hear it now. Dun, 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 dun. And then the parts where you're having issues, try to be what? Your head needs to be more controlled. The fast notes. So people don't bob when they play fast. They just control their head. Why?
Like it moves the violin and
it messes you up. It messes you up. So when you play fast, you almost have to be still, but the other parts you can't move, okay? Okay, so now when you play, now I want you to take even more spaces. You need to learn how to play space. Or learn to not play in the spaces. Spiccato. I'm brushing. Brush, 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 brush. There's a little U's. Obscured U's, okay? Try to play B with the little spaces in between the eighth notes. Good job. So the only thing I want you to change is the B, the B that measured in B's, those B and the next measure, right? Those are what I'm talking about. Spaces between the eighth notes and the quarter notes. It's not la 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 la. It's ta 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 ta. Hey hey hey. Okay. Good job. You know you're getting the what? The length of bow right. Because it sounds easy. And what else? Part of the bow is very important. Too tippy, cannot do that. Okay? Too tippy at the tip is what? You're fighting yourself. Your arms start tightening up, right? Okay? Okay, so, but then this piece is kind of like, this is a student piece. This is a student concerto. What does that mean? That means that a pedagogue, a teacher of music, pedagogue, did you know that? A pedagogue is a teacher of music. He wrote this piece to teach his students. The point is, he's a teacher, right? Writing is a teacher. He wrote so many concertos, student concertos. Don't take it wrong. The word student does not mean it's not hard, right? There's the levels of student concertos all the way up to 10, right? That he wrote. Why did he make it so different from the first page to the second page? Why did he change the variation and also the theme? Why did he change it?
Well, other than the fact that how sonata form works. But maybe because like it's like since he made it for a student, maybe it was like a concerto to help with certain aspects of like playing the violin.
About changing from legato section to a fast, speedy section to be able to play within a piece like that. Mm-hmm. A lot of concertos are like that, right? Within a movement, there may be a fast section, right? And then it goes back to a slow section. Do you know what I mean? And you have to change in a dime. And transition. It's called transition. You have to learn transition from what? Fast to this part, and then this part to back to fast. Do you understand? Okay, so now, so I want you at C to be more of everything. Expressivo means over the top. I don't want to hear separations between slurs. I want to hear long, beautiful notes. Make it sing, okay? Can you play me C? Okay, good. I want your hair to stick to your strings. It's a little bumpy. Tilt your hair so that it doesn't bump. You play more hair on what? First page. More hair on first page, but less hair right here. You tilt.
I'm distracted.
Okay, another thing. Learn how to extend the length of bow opposite of this piece, this page. This page, shorten everything. Here, expand all your bows to make it sound like it's sustained, sostenuto. sustain meaning what? A bigger bow for every note. When you play well, there's no bumps and no side effects. You have a lot of bumpy notes. Like sometimes you do that. Sometimes you brush, you pick up your fingers and do what? Do this. I can hear it, right? Be legato with your left hand. Remember, legato left hand? Okay? Be soft with your left hand. Try not to pick up notes like you played on the first page. This needs to be what? Look at my left hand. See, the piano slows, it doesn't slow down, but does it what? Legatos. First it goes dun, 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 dun. In the beginning, it doesn't go dun, 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 right? Yeah. But what about here?
It's like, I think it's...
Yeah, it's legato. It's changing. You need to change too, okay? Remember, smoothness of bow. Do not rush. Do not make little like Baroque bows. Okay? Fill it up. Fill up the bow. Okay? Yep, that's it. Okay.
Yeah. Should I play with piano?
Yep, 106 with piano. Be romantic. Be where I can heal peaks and valleys. Okay, stop. Okay, stop. Okay, put an arrow at the forefinger. 1, 2, 3, 4 measures in on top. That forefinger is a little flat. Okay. Then when you go into D, you soften. You see how I act? Because it's soften, and then you do this. Try to crescendo and decrescendo. And then we're going to move on to the third page. Okay, pretty good.